Hey, welcome back into Sunrise. Looking outside for this Wednesday morning, it is a clear one at the moment. We'll see some high clouds pushing into the area. In fact, we'll have a weak front moving into the region here as we're getting through today, but it's not going to bring any precipitation. That's going to be holding off until we get into the end of this week and this weekend. 41 right now, 2 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. Afternoon temperatures, though, going to be around the same as yesterday. We actually were a little bit shy of where we were expected to be yesterday afternoon. We only made it to 72. It was going 75 for the high, going 71 here for today, which is just slightly above that seasonal average for this time of year. But overall, good conditions if you're going to be outdoors for this afternoon. As you see the big changes, we talked about some of the rain for this weekend. We're also going to be getting a little bit chillier, in fact, falling below that seasonal average for this time of year. 50s expected into Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday. So a big drop in highs as we're heading through this weekend with a few fronts moving into our region. And again, I mentioned one of those moving forward today. We'll see a little bit of a difference more for the coastline compared to the inland areas. In terms of conditions the rest of this week, again, pretty quiet, though the coastline starts to, in parts of our western counties, we'll start to see some of the rain building in as we get into Friday. That's where things start to change in terms of where we start to see rain moving in. We're also going to become a little bit gustier with our wind speeds, especially in our eastern counties and the Shasta Valley. We're looking at some of those wind gusts getting up to 30 to 40 miles per hour, so a little bit stronger as we end out this week. And again, cooler weather, wetter weather, and breezy conditions expected to continue this weekend. We are going to see the snow levels beginning to drop off, and they'll drop off a little bit more as we're heading into the start of next week. And for now, most of the precipitation looks to be into Monday. Still might have some shower potentials into the middle half of next week, but Halloween, from the latest guidance this morning, is looking clear for all the trick-or-treaters out there. Now, conditions, we'll look at the big changes out to the west. We have that front out here to our west. We have the low pressure system all the way up here in the Gulf of Alaska. Next storm system, which is going to be our rainmaker, is a little bit further to the southwest of that low. And what you're seeing is as this front moves in, any signs of rain really stay up to the north. For us, we're going to see an uptick in some cloud cover, and then we get into later Thursday night, we see some showers kind of moving in for the coastline. Then we get into Friday with that stronger front moving in. This is going to be bringing in that widespread precipitation, pushing it further inland as we're getting through Friday into Saturday. So it might take a little bit in order for it to get to us. It might even hold off into the evening hours of Friday before it starts to build into some of the valleys and our eastern counties. So it will be moving in, though. That is the latest guidance. Timing, though, still a little bit of an issue, and you do see some high amounts of rainfall, some flooding potential as we get into the next several days. I should say throughout this weekend. Our eastern counties faring a little bit lighter in terms of rainfall totals, but still we're expecting to see widespread precipitation. Again, building into Friday, Saturday, looks like a soaker of a day. And then Sunday, we'll get into a little bit lighter shower potential, higher amounts of rain expected for the coastline. And as I mentioned, snow levels begin to drop off with those chillier temperatures, getting down to around 5,000 feet for much later Saturday going into Sunday. Monday morning, they might dip as low as 4,500 feet. So keep that in mind. We're talking about Siskiyou Summit areas, even parts of Klamath Falls might see a little bit of some snow changeover for the forecast as we get into Sunday night and Monday. So keep that in mind. The valley, we're still expecting rain. And in terms of accumulating snow in the next 5 days, you see some higher amounts up into the Cascades. So again, if Cascade Passes is on your plan for this weekend, we definitely could see maybe some travel issues. Make sure you have those chains prepared on your vehicle. But the next couple of days, still a little bit on the quieter side. Again, good outdoor weather. Get out and enjoy it before things change over into this weekend. Those temperatures drop off. Breezy conditions for the valley Friday into Saturday. And then that rain from Friday afternoon into Friday evening, stretching all the way into at least the Monday morning hours before clearing out. The Klamath Falls area, rain Friday into Saturday, and then we'll start to see that chances of rain and snow mix as we get into Sunday and Monday. Much stronger winds, much cooler highs as we get into this weekend. Nice conditions Northern California through at least the first half of Friday before rain, chillier temperatures, and higher wind speeds move in. And there will be a chance of some isolated storms along the coastline, which could bring in some higher amounts of rainfall. And also we're seeing some strong winds into Friday and Saturday for them.